Yeah, I've had a lot of jobs that I would just walk out of. I would run out on bad terms. When I was in my early 20s, I'm in my late 20s now. When I was in my early 20s, it was so many jobs I would run out. If I felt it was bad energy or it just wasn't working out, I would not show up on my last day. Here are a few jobs. So I worked in downtown. I worked in Liberty, Northern Liberties. That's like close to downtown in Philly. A lot of rich people live in that part. It's like North Philly, but not really. But it's sort of like almost downtown. It borders like North Philadelphia and Chinatown. I worked for this dude. Um, he was a real crook. I didn't work there really long, but I had a lot of anxiety. I actually cut part of my hand with a knife there, and I had to go to the hospital. I can't remember which hand it was because I've like cut my hand so many times when I worked in kitchens, but at least twice. Yeah, twice I've done that. But the other time, the second time I did it, I didn't have to go to the hospital. But I ran out. I was supposed to finish out. I told him one time that I was going to just finish out the rest of the week, and I don't really feel like this is working out. The last day I was supposed to come, I didn't even show up. And the little bit of money that I had, I wouldn't do this. I would never do this now. But I had so much anxiety. But I would always think that when you go back to your job to get your last check, and they tell you to come downstairs, I was just so anxious as a kid. I always thought that they would give you the check, and when you turn around, somebody's waiting for you with like a bat, and they'll knock you upside your head with the bat. They'll drag you in like some dark room where they handcuff you, and you're like their slave until they let you go. And then they'll like they may like shock you into you not telling the police. That was always what I was think when I would leave jobs. I left there. Here's a story where I ran out of a job. I worked as a busser at a place that got closed called Old Louis Mill. This was in Horsham, PA. It's not far from Philadelphia. One day, well, I worked, this lady that was like the manager there, whatever you want to call her, she was so damn evil. She was always yelling and telling people how you messed this up. It was a really stressful environment. And let me just say, around this time, I was about like, I was just real out of touch with a lot of things. I didn't know what I knew now. You don't just take any job that's offered. But one time, knowing the fact that she yells at everybody, I was a busser, and she was trying to get me to do food running. I really didn't want to do food running, but she said to me, we want to get you to do food running, and I really didn't want to do food running. But one time I took this plate, put it on the wrong table, and they were like, "Hey, did you give table so and so their food?" I was like, "Yeah, I did. I gave it to them like 5 minutes ago." And like they said they still didn't get it, and I was like, "Oh, I put it on the wrong table." I just said that's not gonna look good on me, knowing like how much she yells. So you know what I did? I got my coat. Nobody was around. I ran the fuck up out of there. I got up out of there, and you know when you running and you just feel like something is like right behind you. Like you just feel like something is like about to catch you. Like you know when Kevin Hart was running out of the zoo and he smacked the glass, like his kid smacked the glass, and the monkey ran out of the zoo and he just felt like or it was a gorilla or something. It ran out of the zoo. He just felt it like on his neck. I just felt like her. She had like she was gonna take her shoe off and just throw that shit at the back of my head. And like once again, I get knocked out, and she makes me finish out the rest of the night, and she keeps me like in the basement, and she'll have me call my mom and let her know like I'm just staying with friends for the week. I'm fine. I'm not coming home. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't ask me if I need help. I'm fine. And I gotta make it very convincing where she doesn't like call 911. But I quit that job. Um, those are the only ones I can think of where I ran out. But I wasn't really running out like that. Oh, this one bullshit job I had working as a paid fundraiser for an organization that I did not believe in any cause that they did. You know those jobs where they say you can make $100,000 a year, selling like fundraising for kids in Africa for causes that you probably don't believe in. I did that for like a day, and I just walked off, like physically just walked off because I wasn't gonna make any money anyway. But they did send me like a $40 check. I did get paid one time from them.